Hi, I'm Oriana Sanchez, the Supportive Housing Development Liaison for Blue Line Development, a supportive and affordable housing developer in operation since 2011. We specialize in supportive housing developments in the Rocky Mountain West. Blue Line partners with local nonprofit organizations who want to address housing needs for unhoused neighbors in their communities and brings the experience, partners, and equity together required to bring these very complex projects through to completion. For Route 66 Flats, Blue Line is a co-general partner with High Desert Housing, a New Mexico not-for-profit company that has been providing affordable rental housing to the people of New Mexico for 23 years. During this time, High Desert Housing has cultivated many relationships with service provider organizations across the state to provide community-based services needed to help residents who are chronically homeless and who may have long-term disabilities, including chronic mental illnesses, physical disabilities, or developmental disabilities, stay stably housed. One important relationship and relevant to Route 66 Flats is with Albuquerque Healthcare for the Homeless, Albuquerque's healthcare provider to people experiencing homelessness for 37 years. Their on-site program staff will provide residents the vital supportive services they need to stay successfully housed. Examples are advocacy, community resource coordination, case management, and goal setting with residents. The team will also provide coordination for residents to access dental, medical, substance use, vocational, and educational services offsite. To ensure longevity of supportive and clinical services for residents, we have drafted a 15-year services budget with 3 sources. Source 1 is a services reserve account put into place at construction completion. This account will be drawn on to supplement the services budget over the life of the project. Source 2 is the ability of Albuquerque Healthcare for the Homeless to bill Medicaid for the services their staff will provide. And source 3 is using potential available cash flow to fill gaps in services costs and/or staff ratio adjustments over the life of the project. The option of cash flow becomes possible when long-term operational funding, such as project-based vouchers, are in place. All 3 partners in Route 66 Flats are aligned philosophically when providing supportive housing. We must use a housing-first, harm reduction model of service provision and property management in a trauma-informed design building. What does that mean? Very simply, it means we reduce as many barriers as possible to allow applicants to become residents and residents to remain stably housed and thriving. We do this by wrapping all the services I mentioned above around them in fully furnished apartments and listen to voices of those with lived experience to drive services and design. Thank you for listening, and we are now available for your questions.